Hi guys, Wes Camp here. Just wanted to share with you a recent trip to my mailbox where there was junk mail, there were bills, but there were also checks. 2 checks. And those checks were very nice. Stay tuned and I'll share with you the images of the checks. But first, I ask you to like and subscribe to this channel, as in about a month or so I will be giving you an update on my first year in the business. And I'll explain to you why I put year in air quotes. And stay tuned, and at the end of the video, I'll share with you a tip. Actually a tip that would have come in handy a few months ago, and I just learned today that I lost a case because I didn't follow this one simple tip. Now with the overages business, one thing that you have to do that is more of a mental thing is you're gonna have to adjust your time frame on when you get paid. Especially if you're coming out of a job where you got paid once a week, once every 2 weeks. You may not get paid every week. You may not get paid every month. You may not get paid for several months. I've had stretches where I haven't gotten checks for several months. I'm just being honest with you, but sometimes you go to the mailbox and there's more than one check in there. I will tell you this, when I was getting paid weekly, I never got 2 checks from my boss. I never got 3 checks. It was always 1 check. But the power of this business is you can get multiple checks in the mailbox in one day. And I want to show you what I got one day when I went to the mailbox, and I was very happy. Now that's a nice trip to the mailbox. Just over $17,000. I'll take that. That is the amount after my attorney's fees, because my attorneys take their fees out typically before they send the checks to me. And now here's my tip. If you're dealing with overages cases where the homeowner has died and you're dealing with heirs, do your due diligence to see if there was a probate and see if there was a will. Just today, just about an hour ago from the filming of this, I lost the case. I had a person I thought was due the money. He was the son of the deceased homeowner, the only surviving son. And they didn't know that there was a will. They didn't say anything about it. I had asked them, I always do in these cases. They didn't know anything about it. Well, what I found out is I did more research because the case had kind of gone dormant for a while, but they called from the notary's office and were getting some documents signed, and they needed some wording in the documents changed. So I dug back in to look at the will, and I found that there was a probate, there was a will, and the son was not the one that inherited the house. I found out that the granddaughter got the house, and the granddaughter was the executor of the estate. Well, she didn't finish the probate case. She started it and then stopped. And there were all these family members that were due money that never got it, that never saw a will, that never knew there was a probate case open. So the executor of the will, she dropped the ball. She did not complete the probate process. So if I was to go and try to sign her up, which I did talk to her previously, then there's all these kinds of legal issues because a probate was started. She was named the executor, but then she didn't complete it. So it just wasn't enough money in the case for me to pursue it with her. So as far as I'm concerned, this case is probably dead. So a lot of wasted time. Sometimes that happens in this business. But I could have saved myself a lot of time by doing my due diligence and checking to see if there was a will and a probate that was opened in this estate case. Down below is a link to the course that I took from Nick Fulmer and the Overage Syndicate that is the foundation of my business. And if you want to get into overages, you're going to have to learn from somebody. There's just too much that you have to have as a foundational knowledge to try to learn this stuff on your own. In fact, I don't think you could learn it on your own without giving up, because there's so much foundational information you need to have. So click the link below that will take you to the course. You can review the course, kind of take a look at it, see if you want to join it. The financial potential of this business is big. I've made more money in this business than I have any other business in my entire life. So click the link, check out the course, and who knows, maybe your life can change too.